I wanted to shoot this short video for any parents that are struggling with maybe a teenage son who's becoming very distant. He won't open up and talk about what's going on in his life. Maybe you think he's experimenting with drugs. Maybe he's got relationships you're concerned about. Maybe he's depressed. So this is where your son started. He had an anticipation that life was good and there's something good for him to do with his life. And he's going to end up at these places that are pretty happy and pretty fulfilling. But at some point, it's like he drifts off course and he ends up in this dark place where he's very different. And some of his behaviors, he's not as excited about life, seems down on himself. Maybe he's quiet, hard to get him to talk. And you wonder what he's doing behind closed doors. You might even fear that he's suicidal. And so this person, your son, living in this bush, all these behaviors come out of their life. And these behaviors are scary. And we want these things to go away. And instinctually, it feels like this is the problem. And so if we just work really hard at making those things go away, then everything's going to be fine. But that really, it doesn't work. The harder we work on any of these behaviors, it might just cause them to become bigger, or it might cause different ones to occur. The problem is that this human being right here has stopped living this life they anticipated. And they don't really see what happened. They don't really understand that this has happened. They're young. Even older people don't tend to realize this reality and how we left the life we were made for, and we end up living in this bush a whole different existence. So I want to give you that one thought as a parent. The goal is not to stop wrong behavior. The goal is how do we guide and inspire and find tools to help our son begin to live life again. One primary thing I would say to you, because you want to be able to help this person, and as parents, we so want to be able to help. Here's a primary thing that we can do if we want to help our son, and if we have other kids. Here's the number one thing you got to do. You got to be living this life yourself. Sometimes what we have is we have parents that are living over here in the bushes themselves. Maybe mom is here, maybe dad is here. This doesn't just mean you're divorced. It might mean that you're distant in your own house. And because you're living this life as a leader, you don't have the tools to help this person understand how to live differently either. So as a parent, this is both bad news and really it's good news, because it's a bold pathway forward. If you want to help your child who's in a tough spot, if you want to help them, the best thing you can do is challenge yourself with, who am I right now? And if I'm living in a bush and I'm not living my best bold life, then I need to look in the mirror and I need to get some support and some help. I need to get myself back to this life. Because me living this life is the best way for me to inspire my child and gain the wisdom myself for how to be an influence to my child to help them live the life they were made for. Hope that helps.